So, Saturday morning here at Donington Park, opening round of a British GT Championship. Excited to go?
Yeah, very excited to go. That's our first sort of free practice, so that's out the way. We've got another one soon, so getting ready for quali.
Yeah, I guess it's an interesting one, the first practice of the year. Obviously, we had Media Day a little while ago, a few weeks back, but I guess this is the closest you can get to sort of a proper comparison ahead of the opening weekend, and that's pretty important, isn't it?
Yeah, it was on there a second ago. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly right. We get to see where everybody is and where we are. So, yeah, absolutely.
So obviously there's no points in practice or anything like that, but they are still very important, setting up your weekend basically. What sort of jobs do you guys need to complete ahead of qualifying, say, later today?
They're still making sure the setup's right. We just had full course yellow test there. We've just had other bits and pieces, so they're still testing all sorts of things, making sure everything's right, and we're all ready for quali.
There's a lot of housekeeping stuff to do, really, which is very interesting. Qualifying later today, they're always quite exciting sessions, especially I imagine around Donington Park. What is this circuit like to drive? Because it's pretty iconic, isn't it?
It's pretty iconic. It's probably one I've driven the most out of all the circuits. It's obviously, the hill is quite daunting. It's quite good fun, especially with the GT3s behind us as well. But yeah, it's a brilliant circuit.
I guess the fact that there's two classes in the British GT adds for a really interesting dynamic. How much do you have to sort of consider that in practice sessions, in qualifying, but I guess even more so in the races? Because some of these British circuits, maybe not so much here, but they're pretty tight. You're thinking like Alton Park and stuff.
Yeah, we don't actually do auto because we're in the endurance, so we don't do auto this year. But yeah, you're right. But they do come up very quick. But again, in the briefing, we're warned where the fast points will be, where they're likely to come up fast. And you get very used to watching the TV and the mirror and keeping an eye on where they are. But they do come up quick, yeah.
Am I sort of right in thinking it's very much sort of you just run your own races and let people work around you? Because there's a certain art to it to, I guess, get used to.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Exactly what you just said. Yeah, exactly. We have to run our own race. We have to do what we're going to do. We're against slightly different teams in the different cups. So, yeah, we run our own race and get on with it from there. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, you obviously mentioned the different cups within the championship. You're in the endurance one this year. Yeah. Obviously new for this season. That's a cool idea, and it's brought new teams, new drivers into the championship. So all in all, good suggestion from the championship, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for us it was quite appealing. It was very busy last year as well, and we obviously expected to be quite busy, so for us the endurance was a good option to do. So yeah, very good for us.
Absolutely. Best of luck for the rest of the season, and yeah, keep up the good work.
Thank you, appreciate it.